When discussing the descendants of Adam and Eve, the initial association for many people is the story of Cain and Abel. However, often overlooked are the other biblical accounts that detail the additional sons and daughters of Adam and Eve. In this video, I will direct my focus specifically on the daughters of Adam and Eve. Who were these daughters, and how many of them existed? Utilizing sources such as the Book of Jubilees, the Holy Bible, and ancient traditions, I will delve into the history of these daughters of Adam. So, if this topic has sparked your interest, feel free to show your support by giving it a like and leaving a comment. Join me as we explore this intriguing aspect. Introduces additional content, the untold story of Adam and Eve's daughters. This is a topic seldom discussed and often overlooked by theologians, biblical scholars, and those curious about sacred scriptures. The mystery surrounding the daughters of Adam and Eve is explored, a subject overshadowed by the more well-known sons like Cain and Abel. The Bible, specifically in Genesis chapter 5 verses 4 and 5, provides intriguing information about the sons and daughters of Adam. While the Bible does not furnish the names of Adam and Eve's daughters, ancient Jewish traditions, such as the Book of Jubilees, offer some insights. This apocryphal text, also known as the Little Genesis, narrates the creation of the world, the formation of Adam and Eve, and stories of various Old Testament characters. The Book of Jubilees is part of the Old Testament Apocrypha, and it claims Moses as its true author, who received a revelation from an angel on Mount Horeb. Despite historical uncertainties, the text's significance in Israelite culture is notable, with copies distributed among the people. It also references another apocryphal book, the Book of Enoch, known to early Christians and included in their biblical canon. Recognizing the alignment of events with biblical stories, it's important not to dismiss the Book of Jubilees, emphasizing its relevance and cultural significance. Turning back to the narrative of Adam and Eve as depicted in various ancient Semitic Abrahamic traditions, the first daughter of this legendary couple was known as Avan in Phoenician Hebrew. The name Avan conveys the concept of potency or vice. Avan, being the wife and sister of Cain, another offspring of Adam and Eve, is noted in the Book of Jubilees for giving birth to children, among whom was Enoch. The Bible mentions Cain's achievement in constructing a city named Enoch, named after his son, following his banishment due to the murder of Abel. In some Abrahamic texts, including the Book of Jubilees and the Cave of Treasures, Avan is referred to as Kelima. Therefore, Kelima is considered Cain's wife and the initial daughter of Adam and Eve in accordance with these traditions. According to multiple ancient Semitic traditions, the second daughter of Adam and Eve was Azura. Azura became the wife of Seth, Adam and Eve's third son, born subsequent to Abel's death. The name Seth, rooted in Hebrew etymology, is associated with the notions of compensation or substitution. This becomes significant as Seth is perceived as a divine substitute by Adam and Eve after the tragic murder of Abel by Cain. Seth is regarded as a righteous descendant, pivotal in continuing humanity's worship of God. Seth's genealogy is highlighted in the Bible, leading to Noah, a key figure in the flood narrative and the preservation of humanity. Thus, Seth and Azura serve as a crucial link in the genealogical chain, connecting the creation of humanity to subsequent significant events and figures in the Judeo-Christian tradition. The Book of Jubilees introduces an intriguing detail, stating that Azura was initially married to Abel and became a widow following his demise. When Seth reached maturity, he wed Azura, and from their union, the lineage of Seth, including Seth himself as the inaugural patriarch, descended. The Book of Jubilees provides information that Azura was born during the 6th week of the 4th Jubilee. She married her brother Seth in the 5th week of the 5th Jubilee, and in the 4th year of the 6th week, she gave birth to a son named Enos. Later, when Enos grew up, he married Nome, his sister and the daughter of Seth and Azura, in the 3rd week of the 7th Jubilee. Enos, known for his pious descent and devotion to the worship of God, is mentioned in Genesis, which outlines his genealogy. Enos's significant characteristic lies in his commitment to prayer and the invocation of the name of God. Genesis 4:26 notes that during his time, people began to call on the name of the Lord, indicating Enos' pivotal role in promoting worship and devotion to God among the descendants of Seth. According to the ancient book of Jubilees and Semitic Jewish tradition, Cain married his sister Eve, giving rise to the lineage of Cain. In contrast, Seth married his sister Azurah, leading to the lineage of Seth. Regarding the number of sons and daughters Adam and Eve had, biblical texts suggest they had many offspring, considering Adam's long life of over 800 years. Traditionally, Adam and Eve were considered extremely fertile, with hundreds of sons and daughters throughout their lives. In modern times, Valentina Vassiliev holds the Guinness World Record for the highest number of children in human history. She reportedly passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind 69 surviving children, with only 2 dying at a young age. Valentina underwent 2007 pregnancies, resulting in 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. While other reports mention women with 50 or 60 children, Valentina Vassiliev remains the officially recognized record holder, according to Guinness World Records. Nevertheless, my emphasis lies in the fact that Eve surpassed all other women in fertility, being hailed as the most fertile woman in the history of humanity. If a woman today, or even a century ago, could give birth to approximately 69 children, one can only speculate about her achievements, considering she lived much longer, reaching the remarkable age of 900 years according to biblical accounts. Additionally, in accordance with traditions, Adam and Eve are believed to have had numerous children, estimated to be around 70 or even more. Some speculations, taking into account their robust health, strength, fertility, and the procreation-friendly context of their time, suggest they might have had hundreds of sons and daughters. Genesis chapter 6, verse 1, mentions that as the descendants of Adam multiplied on earth, many beautiful daughters were born. A less discussed curiosity is that both the sons and daughters of Adam and Eve had their own ethnic descent, as Adam and Eve were originally of mixed race. This contributed to the ethnic diversity of humanity. Despite the numerous ethnicities and races evident today, all share a common origin in Adam and Eve. The study of mitochondrial DNA, known as mitochondrial Eve, reinforces this notion, indicating that all of humanity shares a common ancestry, despite the ethnic and racial diversity seen in the world today. Therefore, the genetic study of mitochondrial DNA reveals that all people descend from the same woman, enriching the ethnic and racial diversity in our world, connecting everyone with a common link to our ancestors. Were you aware of the story of Adam and Eve's daughters? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Additionally, you are welcome to suggest new topics or characters from scriptures that you would like to see in a video. Thank you for watching up to this point. See you soon.